Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. This is Indigo Intuitive Tarot. I am new to this game and I appreciate you giving this video a watch. I've been reading tarot for a very long time, but only recently have felt the call, the push to start sharing messages that are coming through to me. I've always been very intuitive and sometimes considered that a flaw. It certainly hasn't been convenient all the time, but I think it is here as a gift. I think this gift, help others, and so I'm just going to make a little time in my life to do that. What I'll be doing in these videos, just pulling 2 or 3 cards for each sign to pull messages that are coming to me, to share them. This is a general reading. I'm just pulling what I'm hearing, and it may not resonate with more than 1 or 2 of you that are watching, but I believe that whomever these messages are meant for, they will find this presentation of those messages, this communication that Spirit has for you. I'm going to start with a moment of mindfulness, light my candle, center myself, connect with my cards, and then we will begin. Again, these are intuitive reads, so what you are used to seeing in other tarot readers' work may not resonate here for you. There may be different meanings coming through when I see the imagery on any particular card. A lot of it is feeling based as opposed to relying entirely on the knowledge that I have from studying tarot. So, with that said, let me light my candle. I have a bit of noise today from the air conditioning, but I have to tell you it's very hot here, so I can't forego the air conditioning. I have a 9 to 5, quote unquote real job. This is more of a hobby for me. Not even a hobby really, I guess. It's more of a calling, something I feel like I need to do. But I'm going to carve out some time this morning before I start that craziness that is my full-time gig. I have my own business, so I have the luxury of doing that. So, I think I'm going to work with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. They're beautiful. I know you've seen these on some other readers' videos. I really like them. They're relatively new to me. I'm starting to get bonded with them by working with them fairly often. I do have, a number of different decks because I'm self-indulgent and I love beautiful things. So at some point we'll be working with all of these decks, I'm sure. But for today, I'm going to work with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and with this deck, which is my Mythic Tarot. This is my oldest deck. I've had this one for probably longer than I wish to admit, maybe 30 years. And camera's not really focusing very well today. We've got a bit of glare, but you'll see the artwork is quite beautiful. And these are based on mythology. The imagery is from mythology. The third deck that we'll work with today, and I have multiple decks because sometimes when I do these readings for others or pulling these messages, I find that certain decks don't want to cooperate with me for certain signs. So we just kind of go with whichever one is speaking for your sign. This deck, I don't know the name of. I'll have to look that up for you, but it's a Japanese artwork style. Again, one I've had for a long time. You can see, oh, there's an awful lot of glare on these ones. Okay. And then we have the Thoth Tarot, which is another deck I've worked with a lot. This is a fairly traditional tarot with the major and minor arcana, but it's a little different. So Some of you may know the Thoth Tarot. We may be using that one as well. And the last deck I have, not tarot, are the Raven's Wand Oracle. So these are oracle cards. They're not tarot cards, and they're very glossy. So, given the light today, I'm not sure if that's going to work, but we'll see what we can do with these. And we have here, prove yourself. Yes. So, hopefully, I don't have anything to prove to anyone in this endeavor. Happily, I should say, not hopefully. And maybe hopefully too, who can say? Words come out, you know. But, yeah, so let's begin. I think I'm going to pull just one from each of these decks. I'll just shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle a bit more here. And we're going to start with Leo today. Okay? I am a Pisces, as so many of us are, right? But I don't like how I always have to wait till the very end as a Pisces. I don't like how when I'm looking at zodiac articles on Facebook, I end up getting to the bottom of the article and they've forgotten to include Pisces, or they've cut it off because they didn't have space. It's very annoying. So we will just start with the zodiac for the present month. So today we'll start with Leo, we'll end with Cancer. And as time progresses, each month we will move forward, and we'll start with, next month we'll start with Virgo and end with Leo. And try to do my best to timestamp in the notes for you in case you don't want to watch the whole video, but hoping to keep them relatively short. So let's see what we have for Leo. For Leo, we have Earthworm, and for Leo, oh, maybe we need that one for Leo. Look at you, Lion. And I wanted to break this deck. 5 of Swords. So what am I hearing in this reading? You can see all of those. And the Earthworm. I get a lot of happiness from this card. You know, it's an earth, these alchemical symbols, this earth energy. I get the sense this week that you're feeling kind of solidly grounded where you are. Maybe lethargic. Maybe your body just feels heavy. I'm not sensing that this is a bad thing. I think you're just sort of, maybe you're on vacation this week. Maybe you are between jobs. Maybe you just have a little bit more flexibility in your schedule. Or you're just really enjoying some time in the hammock out back after work on your afternoons this week. But I get this sort of happy energy from this card for you, Leo. I think it's not, you know, it's not a loud happiness. It's not a celebration I'm sensing here. It's just kind of comfortable as a general sense. Which isn't to say you're going to love being in your body every minute of this week, but I do think you're going to feel fairly calm and grounded. Then we have this card that insisted on sticking to the table when I was about to shuffle. Queen of Wands. Very much your energy. Very much Leo season energy. The fire. This sort of, you know, very stable. These two together kind of tell me you're taking a vacation this week. You're able to rest and enjoy all that you have earned through your efforts. To just take a pause and take a breath and just appreciate the things that you've acquired, the material aspects of your environment that you've put together, and kind of a nice feeling from these cards. This 5 of Swords, you know, it's swords, it's a little cutting, it's a little analytical, it's maybe a little judgy, you know, it's kind of cold. And I get this sort of authority figure here. Seems quite stern, but I don't interpret this as a threat of any kind. I see this authority has resources, and they're offering them to you, but with a warning. So you see how he's pointing his finger? I don't know if you can see that. He's got a little pointy finger pointing action going on there. So I feel like there's something coming to you, some additional resources. Maybe it's a raise, maybe it's an opportunity to take on a new project, to take on some sort of promotion at work. And it has a lot of promise. It's got a lot of good stuff that could be coming to you, resources you could use to fortify your position. But it comes with some rules or some caveats that you have to be aware of, and you have to consider whether you want to take all of these resources, if you want to take this opportunity. But I think you're in a great position this week to find the time and the space, relaxing into what you already have, to decide whether or not. So this is very specific, but what I'm hearing is someone's taking a vacation. They've done quite well in the past 12 months, earning for their family. They're very comfortable. They've got a new opportunity. And it's exciting, but they're also a little cautious because there are some new changes that would come with taking that opportunity. But you've got some nice hammock time, some time by the lake to put your feet up, sip a cool beverage, and consider this. So enjoy that. I hope that that is, a very positive process for you. We will now look at Virgo. I'm just going to do a bit of a shuffle here. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo this week? Ooh, we have the Lovers and Animal Spirit deck. These ones are new. They don't curve to my hands as well as the ones I've been working with for 30 years. Oh. Ooh, all right. Sticky. Peacock. So, we start out with the Lovers, which is a wonderful card. It's just happy. Connecting. Two that are meant to be coming together. You'll, I've also heard this is could be an indicator of a Gemini. But, Virgo, I'm not sure. I don't always read with traditional meanings from standard tarot practice. So what I'm sensing from this card is it's a gathering, and I'm not even sensing that it's terribly romantic. It's happy, it's fulfilling, it's a connection and time together. I get a sense of some very warm feelings that you'll be sharing with people that are near you this week. And maybe there's a special someone, but I don't see the two of you as a couple presently. I don't see you as, together romantically as of yet, but perhaps there's a bit of a crush involved here. You're still keeping a bit of distance because you are aware of justice and you're aware of the greater implications of actions, the world here. But I think you're happy because you get to see this person that you really enjoy being around. This presently friend or acquaintance that it just feels really good. The energy in the room feels great. And you do have that spark of hopefulness whenever this person is around. They just make life so much better, Virgo, and you really like that. Your animal spirit cards here, the bat jumped out. The bat jumped out, and I think it's, it's air. Again, Gemini is an air sign. Maybe this person that you like is a Gemini. And maybe in your mind you don't even think, oh, I have a crush on them. You just really like being around them. Could be same sex, could be different genders. The moon is a sign of mysteries and wonder, possibility, the unknown. And this bat, I think this bat, to me, it almost seems like it's a swiftness, this mystery on its wings moving swiftly toward you. Something to do with this person. Maybe, you feel some sort of attraction, but you don't know what it is, and you don't really know if you should feel it. You don't know if it should be pursued or if it's just a passing thing. Maybe they just remind you of somebody else, but I think you're going to find a little bit more of an answer about how you feel, and possibly find a little bit more about how they feel this week. The peacock comes out next, and what jumps out to me is this eye. It's very much like the dragon eye that's on the deck box for this, but it's just so sharp, right? Sharp, like that beak is sharp. There's some like watching involved, and I don't get like ooh, someone's watching you creepo vibe here. I'm just getting a sense that maybe you just are being more observant in this situation when you get to spend time with this person this week that you really like. So good luck. I hope you just enjoy those good vibe feelings, because they don't always come along every day in our lives, and I'm just really happy for you, Virgo, that you get to spend some time with your crush or your interest, your new coworker or colleague or friend of a friend that you're just getting to know, that's very mysterious to you right now and kind of interesting. And I hope that through observing you get a little closer to knowing how you feel. All right, so I think we'll leave it there for now, just because this is a work day and I have to do my regular gig. But I will be back on to do Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius shortly.